Yeah, so Ibrahim Traoré, who is the leader of Burkina Faso currently, has rejected an offer from Saudi Arabia to build like 200 mosques in Burkina Faso. He has rejected that offer, and many people are happy about the situation. The fact that he was able to really reject this thing, because there are other countries that will accept this thing because they know they are going to get a certain monetary profit out of it. But he rather said that that financial energy that is going to be used to build that mosque, it should rather be channeled into something more productive. And it really makes sense, right? Because when you look into things, you realize that religion has been the greatest, problem of Africa, and it began from somewhere. Okay, I was saying that before they got you into this whole religion thing, they started from somewhere. I've been telling you that this African culture that you see is a threat to um, the matriarchal progressions of Africa. Mm? A lot of things has happened on this place, okay, on this continent, okay. Whatever you are seeing right now on this continent is alienated, including the culture, the idol, the voodoo, the certain form of witchcraft. All these things, they were alienated civilization. So religion is actually the end of a certain brainwashing. It began from somewhere. So for the man to stand to reject that should tell you that yes, Africa is going somewhere. Okay, there is an awakening revolution that is going on, right? And I even further said that Africa doesn't even need industries. Industrialization is a threat to our health. Industrialization is a threat to our genetics. Okay, listen, it's not even about we are rejecting mosque to rather get industries. Africa is natural in its content. Africa is natural. The only thing that can keep Africans in a high vibration is not industrialization, it is health. Okay, health is very important, and when we are talking about health, we can't take food out of health. Food is the beginning, is the basis of every health, of the health of us. So the food in its natural content is what has to be promoted, right? Not foods that are processed. The moment you process a food, it no more becomes healthy. I'm talking about this artificial way of processing food, and that is the industrialization. The industrialization seeks to turn the natural materials that are healthy for the body into a certain inorganic, processed, and artificial. They tend to add chemicals to preserve. That is the processing, okay? But there is also a natural way of processing, and that is what the African soul is aware. That is what your soul is aware of, the natural processing. The fact that you are processing the natural foods, maintaining the naturality. And what are you going to use to do that? Which is the drying, okay? You have to subject the foods under the sun, okay? So the sun dries it and it's being processed, and that is still healthy. The nutrition value is not lost, right? Imagine processing nuts, soaking them, right? And then drying them again, and processing them into powder. When you do that, you're able to preserve it naturally, and it will never go bad for years and ages. This is what our soul, have been aware of, right? So it's not even like the African man is rejecting mosque to build industries, but the African man is rejecting anything that is not contributing to his sanity. And this is how Africa is becoming stronger. This is how Africa is becoming better. Yes, So the man rejected it, and this is a beginning of a certain awakening. I told you about 2025, that 2025 there will be lots of awakening. Awakening will be going on, right? People will be coming to know the truth, right? The lies are going to be exposed, and you are going to see it on the political level, on the government level. They are going to have a lot of things to show you. I made videos about this during the beginning, getting to the beginning of this year. And it is ongoing. Judgment is ongoing. So whatever that this man has done is a beginning of a certain revolution, okay? A revolution that is going to transform the people, right? The man has an Islamic background. No, listen. The man who rejected this proposal, Ibrahim Traoré, has a Muslim background, but he rejected it because Africa doesn't need more mosque. Come on, this is it. They know the state of the African man. They know that the African man is trapped in religious frequency, marking time, and you are seeing it, right? When you come to Ghana, Ghana is so much lost, consumed in religion, and that is how witchcraft and this family voodoo is even thriving. People think that religion is here to end voodoo and whatever. No, religion can't end voodoo. Religion is actually the advanced stage of voodoo. Voodoo is not your thing. This whole gene energy that the African man has subscribed to, the fact that the African man has sold out his land for gene energies, sold out the woman for gene energies, should tell you the devolution. So they are aware how food has corrupted the African man, because they know that the food in its natural content is going to power the African man into a certain intelligence. They know that our intelligence are coming from food. So food corrupted. The state of the people is corrupted. When you come to Ghana, you are going to see many religious grounds, many religious buildings. You pass here, you see church. You cross, you see another church. Over 200,000 denominations, all clustered around. You see Fire of God ministry, you cross, and opposite is God's Fire ministry. Listen. Fire of God ministries is here. You cross, and God's Fire ministry opposite. So the only difference is the change of the words, but it's the same. It means that this thing is an agenda. This thing is a toxic masculine agenda. And whenever I'm talking about this, I'm talking about this because it is the woman's energy that is being harnessed on. All these things that you are seeing, it is a chase. It is a pounce on the woman's life force energy. Men know that the point to which they can have the woman's energy is religion. So they create it. Marriage, they create it. Pharmacy, they create it. Why? The matrix is thriving on the energy of the woman. So for me to see a leader like that rejecting this means we are going somewhere. Right? It means that we are going somewhere. Yes, we are going somewhere. Right? The awakening is on here. The awakening is on. The narcissist is exposed. Oh, if it was to be another country here, they will accept it. But the question is, why are they now targeting Burkina Faso? That they are building these things. It is a vibration. And not forgetting the leader is from an Islamic background. So for him to accept this thing was because somebody wants to build 200 mosques to improve a certain faith, and you are rejecting it. But as wise as he is, he got to know that the current state right now is not even more mosque and those kind of buildings. And trust me, it's true. Africa, they have to take away all these religion. And I was saying this in my live streams before that, listen, making Nana Kwame the president of a place is it means that you don't want the people to like me, because I dissolve religion, I dissolve many things. Anything that is artificial, anything that is not contributing to the sanity of man, I ban them. I ban them. I said I will even ban the market, because the African man doesn't need market. The African man needs to plant. The African man needs to go on the land, right? But what are you seeing? What are you seeing? What you are seeing right now is telling you about the state, the devolved state, right? This isn't it. Things have become so worse, right? Things have become so worse. So I have been that person that has 100% fully supported this man, right? Because the revolution that he is bringing, right, is a beginning of something. And trust me, if all these people, so-called leaders of Africa, are able to come together and even make this man, right? No, they have to drop their ego and be like, hey, you, we want you to lead the whole Africa. This revolution you are beginning from your country, we are seeing it from a certain collective perspective. Okay, so let's give you this this power to stand as, and you will see how within a swift this whole place is going to change. I even further said that, listen, Africa should go back to their mama, right? Listen, on this plane, on this same plane, there was a powerful mother who was, before you got into this whole countries and division kind of rubbish, right? It was a maternal kind of vibration. It was a matriarchal vibration, right? So I'm saying that the only way Africa will even be more better is to have that spiritual woman leading the whole scene. A spiritual woman is a dangerous threat to the status quo, because a woman who is spiritual has climbed into the very heart space, and that person is going to lead from the heart. Why are they saying that women are emotional? No, woman is not emotional. The woman's heart repels injustice. The woman's heart repels injustice. The woman's heart is not the heart that is used to even sit down to plan evil. The heart will expose you. This has been the very nature of the woman. And I have been advocating for this. And for somebody that holds on to the strong essence, the divine feminine energy essence, I support this reality. And this is what it has to be. And this is where Africa is going. Africa is becoming more free than ever. As women on this soil are awakening to their true power, listen, Africa is not going to be the same again. The true independence of Africa is coming. That moment when there is not determined by country. There is no barrier, right? There is no religion. When you come here, they make too much noise. And when you come here, they've given these religious people so much power that they fool. They harness on the sexual energy of the women. And that is why we have raised judgment. Hey, look at the families. If there are problems, instead of them to become responsible, they rather project religion. They rather throw the matter, hoping for a certain deity to come and save them. And I've been saying that there is no God outside that is coming to save you. There is no deity, entity that is coming to save you. If you think there is any entity that is coming to save you, then get ready for destruction. You are rather going to be destroyed. You alone can save yourself. We are the ones that can save ourselves. And that is becoming responsible. I have advocated for responsibility. The fact that we have to be responsible as Africans, as melanated beings, we have to be responsible. We have to protect our melanated energy. They fool too much in the name so-called pastors, whatever. They fool. because they have these women who are approving them. At the end of the day, they go and they lay with them. A lot of things are going on, and I'm telling you, this 2025, you are going to see a lot of things. They will run and confess. They will confess of the evil, bloodshedding, evil, rubbish, things that they do, stupidity that they are doing, all for power, all for fame, all for a certain ego. Somebody will go and lay with a woman unhealthily, illegally, and the person will come and say that, I'm a pastor, don't I have feelings? Yes, that's what the person will say, as narcissist as the person is, because they know that they are at a point where they can easily manipulate the vulnerable. Men are looking for positions and power to do what? To manipulate the vulnerable, to manipulate them, to manipulate the vulnerable, because they know how the system has made the woman so vulnerable. They know, they are aware. They are the creators of the vulnerability, right? They set the woman up to be vulnerable. And this is what we are going to stand for. And this is why we are going to do lots of rituals. I don't play with rituals. I don't play with my rituals. Because I know that because of my heart, everything that I'm going to do, right? As Nana Kwame Ochiri, it is going to manifest. And I will encourage every soul, the chosen ones out there, right? We are coming together. The community is getting stronger. The community is getting the unity is getting more stronger. Women are being free from a certain sexual spell. Women are being free from a certain religious trauma. Women are being free. Women are coming into their power. Women are coming into themselves. Women are restoring themselves. And all these things are for the sanity of the earth, because when the woman becomes free, the earth becomes free. There is a lot of exploitation on this earth, and it is by the toxic narcissist. The narcissistic men, they are exploiting the earth, and they don't even care. And that is why we have raised this wave and this judgment. Yes. So my message to Ibrahim Traoré is that, listen, you are really doing well. You are really doing well. It's from somewhere. Yes, he said that they should rather channel that energy to build mosques into factories, right? But I am not even advocating for industries. Even if there should be factories, there should be the factories should rather seek towards maintaining the natural elements of the things, right? Because, for example, if there are factories that are let's say used to turn the natural things into something in its natural content still, so that it is going to be eco-friendly. That is beautiful. Factories that are eco-friendly, where they are maintaining the things, they are producing the goods, coming in its natural state, right? So if there is a way that the shoes, the shoes that they want to wear is natural, okay, right? The shoes that they want to wear is natural. The building materials are natural. The factories are turning them in its natural content just like that. That one is no problem. At the end of the day, every decision and everything that we want to do should all be geared towards maintaining the natural vibe of everything. So clay bricks, things that can turn the natural soil into clay bricks, so that the buildings will be in clay. There will be a natural way to build, right? Instead of the concrete, right? Good. So this is what I am advocating, right? So for him saying factories at a point is sensible, because it is going to create a certain employment for the people. But the deep thing is that even if we are touching on factory, It shouldn't be something that we are going to produce that is going to be artificial and at the end becoming a burden to the earth, to the natural soil. So I am advocating for that. So if Ibrahim Traoré will see my video or this message, what I would say is that there should be an atmosphere of naturality, right? He should begin more on a certain natural revolution, whereby we are finding ways and means to produce, right, in its natural state, still not losing the natural essence. That is what I mean. English is the problem. Not losing the natural essence, right? Eco-friendly initiatives, solar, right? Solar systems, because you know Burkina Faso has a lot of sun. That place has a lot of sun. So a certain solar frequency, right? Solar buildings, trying to make solar cars, solar stuff, because the African man's energy is the sun. The melanated energy, the energy that empowers our melanin is the sun. Right? I appreciate you all for this time. You can like and share and subscribe. I am Nana Kwame Ochiri, and I'll be on here to bring you more truth like this. Let's go into ourselves. Let's go into our soul to connect to ourselves. The only way out is in. Self-love is very important. And self-love is what is going to make us ascend. Staying real to ourselves, staying authentic to ourselves is the true ascension. I appreciate you all for this time and this energy. God is a woman. I told you the creator is a woman. Right? Mama Africa is free. We are going back. Right? To the sun. We are going back to the land. I appreciate you all. We will continue.